Lee, it's Monday.
Well, it's Monday, week 2 of the new year. So
Yeah?
Yeah.
We've just done sprint planning that we usually do when we start the week. What are you doing?
yeah, so I need to finish up the DLC for Color Pixels. Hopefully, shouldn't take too long. There's only 5 images left, and then it's just a side task like getting the achievements and gets the final Friday announcements finished as well.
Alarm set.
Other than that, one task I forgot about for last week is testing 4K recording. Need to make sure we can record in 4K because need to make a start on the teaser trailer for Who Shuffled My Shapes this week as well. Want to get that ready just so we can get it on the store page and get the store page sent off for Steam. Start getting that, get the ball rolling for that, so we can start announcing it and everything. But
If you can't record in 4K, I'll be buying you a monitor, won't I? So,
yeah.
fingers crossed.
So yeah, we're going to give that a test today and see if we can get some 4K recording as well. But yeah, what about you, Rob?
Yeah, so for me, I'm going to finish off a couple of bug fixing stuff that I didn't quite get around to last week for Color Pixels on Switch. Apart from that, it will be mainly focusing on localization for it. So what we're doing is we're going to localize just the Switch version of the game. We don't have the money or the manpower to localize Color Pixels on PC, unfortunately. But yeah, we're hoping to do it for Switch. Hopefully it'll be worthwhile because we know which countries to target because of Hexseed. We know how many downloads Hexseed's got in those countries, so we're going to target a few languages. We're going to look at all that data, get it all set up. That's basically going to be the week. It's going to be really boring.
Okay, so I've got the Switch plugged into the dock. I managed to find it. Thankfully, Kim knew where it was, but yeah, had some trouble finding it this morning. But it's all plugged in, wired up, and it's all hooked up into my monitor. So this is what it would look like on a TV if you wanted to play the game like this. And you'll notice a couple of changes. So this bottom bar, it doesn't have the usual buttons that are usually going on the left here or the right. It's basically just all the palette, and that's exactly what we want. We want to make it as simple as possible. Get rid of all of the faff that you can't actually press on because you don't have access to the touchscreen anymore. And yeah, so that's basically what I've just been doing today so far. When you unplug the Switch as well, you can see all of that UI stuff comes back, which is great, just what we want. Small thing, but hopefully people will quite like it. Yeah, a couple of small bugs that I've been fixing as well. So this like deleted save button, the buttons weren't working with touch controls. Same with Prestige as well, that little bar at the bottom, but that's all working now as well.
Lee, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Woo! Just stand up a bit late today because Lee was playing Mario Kart at midnight.
It wasn't Mario Kart, it was Pokemon.
Because I was obviously on my Switch at the time as well, so that's, yeah. Hypocrite. But yeah, we just didn't stand up. For me today, it's going to be, well, basically making a start on localization. I did a little bit yesterday. I found a font that we needed to change to. Because basically all the fonts we've got in the game at the moment, well, none of them support all the languages that we're going to be trying to localize to. So like different alphabets like Japan and Korea and stuff like that. So I found a pixel font that should cover everything. And I've just been trying to get that in game really. Make it work with every bit of text in the game. So it's a bit of a big task, but that'll be most of my day, I think.
Yeah.
You know, what you do.
Yeah. You also need to watch the vlog that was exported yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Once you've watched that, I'm going to make any changes that are necessary, get that uploaded, just to get that out of the way. Other than that, the big task today is finishing up the DLC for Color Pixels, the Isometric 2. There's only 5 pixels left to do. Hopefully we'll get them done rather quickly, and then I can make a start on the testing as well.
Okay, so Color Pixels got a new font. So as I was saying before, basically the fonts that we had in the game basically just don't support enough languages. So when we're doing localization, just a lot of the characters will just be left blank, which is unfortunate. I know last year Lee made a Color Pixels font, and that's what we've been using for the books. But unfortunately, to do anything more complicated than the basic letters that we have in the English alphabet would take a hell of a lot of time, and we actually needed to pay the company money for the software that we were using. So we want to avoid all that. So we're going for this font I found online called Luna Pixel. Kind of like the name, because obviously the dog's called Luna. And it looks quite nice. It supports all languages from what I can see, so we should have no trouble with like simplified Chinese, anything like that, which is great news. And yeah, so I've just been going through the whole game and making sure that every single one of these text boxes is using the new font and is all scaled and sized correctly. So you can see things do look a bit different. The settings screen seems to look pretty similar. It's quite nice. We've got controls, and we've got the credits as well. Yeah, it's just an awful lot to actually like plug in. But yeah, it's all looking quite nice. I'm quite pleased with that, to be honest. So yeah, I think the next step is to actually start getting localization stuff in game. So that's all the packages and software all important into the project.
Yeah, it's getting on a bit now. It's getting up to 6 o'clock. I've spent all day going over the last images that we need. So I've got them over here. Quite happy with the last ones I've done. Made a little pattern one as well. That looks quite nice with the colours, quite bold. But yeah, put them all in game. I've given them all a once over to make sure they're all alright, that there's no glaring issues. And I've just revisited them and put them in size order as well. You see here now go size order numbered 1 to 20. And I've put them back in game with that. So now all I have to do is to do a thorough test. So I'm going to take these home, do some testing from home, and then yeah, any changes I can make in the morning, and this will be ready to go. Rob,
Lee.
it's Wednesday, Music Wednesday.
Yeah. Woo.
We just had our daily stand-up, going over what we're doing today. What are you doing today, Rob?
Yeah. So fun localization for me today. Woo. So I managed to get all the font and stuff working yesterday. So today it's literally just going to be going through every little text box in the game and clicking the little 3 dots, localize, add a field for that. It's gonna be laborious and boring, but yeah, it's gonna be done. So localization stuff.
Very nice, very nice. I'm going to be finishing off the DLC, so I've done a bit of testing last night, got my half through the testing process. I'm going to finish up testing the rest of the pictures, make any corrections I come across, and then make a build for that. And then once that's done, get the achievements done as well. And then we can tie that DLC away and be done for the rest of the week. Then after that, if we've got time left today, which I should do, moving on to just making up some logo designs for who should from my shapes. Because ideally we're going to want a logo to put at the end of the trailer that we're making at the end of the week as well. So yeah, it's 4:15 now. I've just finished testing all the images. There's some minor corrections, but nothing too drastic. So yeah, I'll just be importing all the images now, give them a final look, and then that should be that done. Get out and make a build, and I'll get the achievements done. So you can see here, the few pictures I had a couple of changes, no longer shown as complete. So I'll quickly go over them one more time, and then I will be moving on to doing the many achievements that I needed for the release.
Lee, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday. It's been a quick week.
I know, it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Luna. Yeah, we're just on stand-up as usual. What you doing?
Yeah, so just spent the morning making some more logo designs. We're going to be choosing those, or sort of like collaborating on those later on. But other than that, I'm just going to make a start on the trailer. We're still waiting on the 4K TV to arrive, so I can actually record in 4K, but I'm thinking for the time being, I can just record on the normal monitors, and then sort of get the layout ready, get the timed up any music, that sort of thing, and then just replace the actual clips when the 4K TV arrives. So yeah, just making a start on the trailer, trying to get it to a standard that you can check over and double check, and yeah, just get all the made work done for that.
Good stuff. Yeah, for me, I've been wrestling with Unity all of yesterday and today. Basically, the localization package isn't working, and it's actually like messed up my project files quite a lot. So I literally can't do anything because there's just internal Unity errors everywhere, and like nothing works. So I've deleted the project and I'm re-downloading everything. Hopefully a blank slate will let me actually get the work done. I'm going to try with a earlier version of the package, the localization package. Hopefully it'll be more stable. I remember having some troubles, like similar troubles with Hexseed on this, and literally just starting again, like reinstalling the package and doing everything seemed to work then. So hopefully the same will happen here. But yeah, I hope just trying to get the package working, really. Hopefully I'll get it done, but I have no idea what the problem is. So you get a few errors. If you Google any of them, you get 0 results. Literally Google 0 results. Oh god.
It's been the afternoon now. I've spent so far today just getting ready for the trailer, getting some recordings done, choosing the music. And then this arrived today. Wasn't meant to come till tomorrow, so thankfully it's coming today. Means it can start recording in 4K. A lot bigger than I expected. Rob didn't tell me what sort of TV he was ordering, but there we have it. So I'm going to try and get this set up now, and hopefully get a link to the PC so I can start recording some of the gameplay footage.
Okay, so me and Lee have just had quite lengthy meetings, a couple hours long, basically talking over the different Who Shuffled My Ships logos that I've been making the past couple of days. So Lee made 6, I think, I made 5, so not as many as we did last time Hexseed, but I think we still managed to be quite productive. We've just basically been going through one by one what we liked, what we didn't like for every single one. For example, this one, we didn't like the gradient on it. It was a nice attempt, but it just looks a bit like word art. This one that I did, it just looks too professional. It looks like something Facebook would make. So yeah, literally just going through all of them, sort of like taking the bits that we liked from some of them. This one was just awful. I'm sorry. And yeah, we've just sort of been spending time trying to combine them all. So we've managed to arrive at this, which, as you can see, looks nothing like any of the other ones. Basically, just took a lot of the ideas that we had with the other ones, the background from one of the ones which I actually replaced, so you can't see that. But yeah, you can see the different elements. So we've got like some of the colour schemes that Lee's used in some of his earlier ones. We've got this like Who Shuffled My Ships like text layouts that I used in this one, with a few modifications obviously based on both of our feedbacks on various bits. And yeah, we've sort of gone for this. I made a little mock-up, see what it would look like in the Steam library. We kind of like it. It's quite nice. It's going for like a sort of 80s, 90s game show type vibe, which yeah, I think fits quite nice for the game that we've actually made. So yeah, we're just floating it around to our Patreons and the Discord, see if they've got any feedback for us. Obviously this isn't final, it's just a very rough mock-up. But yeah, that's what we've been up to.
Yeah, there it is. Quite a large TV. It works just fine. Tried connecting to the net just for a bit of fun, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. One problem we do have though is I can't connect it to the PC just yet, because this is the only HDMI cable I've got in the office at the minute, and as you can see, it's tiny. Even if I put the PC on the desk, it wouldn't fit. So can't do the recording just yet, unfortunately. So Rob's going to be bringing in HDMI tonight. Obviously, so we don't end up clashing being in the office same time, just for COVID security. We're going to bring it along a HDMI cable, and then I can get that plugged in tomorrow and actually record in 4K. That'll be great. So until then, we're going to call it here for now, a little bit early, and then I can just spend all day tomorrow recording in 4K and getting the trailer started. Morning, Rob.
Morning, Lee.
It's Friday, last day of the week.
Correct.
Just in our stand-up. What are you doing today, Rob?
Yeah, so probably nothing. I'm going to be working on the localization stuff again. I still haven't got any of it working, so I'm just going to keep trying to get it working. It's getting to a point now where I think we might actually, it's looking like we might have to scrap it. I might next week look into building our own version, because I noticed there's some like Nintendo ways you can check which language they're supposed to be using, so maybe we can look into that next week, but right now it's just looking like we might just have to scrap it. So I'll keep working on it, try and get it working though. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, no problem. So it's the Isometric 2 release day today. So we'll be quickly getting the announcements ready for that. You're also going to be pushing the build live and getting the button ready for later. Got your alarm set later on?
Yeah, I
That's
did it,
good.
yeah. It's all set.
And then other than that, just getting this TV hooked up to the PC, get the recordings done in 4K, and get the trailer. Get the trailer done, essentially, and get as much done of the little teaser trailer, just for the store page, really, isn't it? It's not going to be a final one. Yeah, should be alright. Yeah, it's just after 12 now. All the announcements are ready for tonight. There's the GIF that I made yesterday there. How do we do the GIF? Because when I first cut in the image, I've done it when I was testing the game. This image needed correcting. So once I corrected it, the GIF was ruined. So I had to do it again, but that's fine. Other than that though, I've just spent a couple minutes getting the TV hooked up to the PC. Really straightforward, literally just plugged the HDMI in and it was good to go. Just need to double check that's definitely 4K. That's my Mass Effect background I've been using. But yeah, as you can see, works just fine. Yeah, see a little bit of input lag kind of going on there, but that's fine. Probably just the size of the monitor compared to the mouse space. But yeah, I just need to get the game running on there and yeah, double check it's definitely recording in 4K.
Okay, so a bit of an update on localization. So I've been basically just been trying to investigate on making my own. and I think I'm getting there. So I finally got it to print out information on what language the Switch is currently set to. That's usually quite an easy thing to do. It's just usually a couple of lines of code, but there are a couple of nuances with the Switch that I didn't really account for. So one of them was in the project settings, you actually have to specify which languages are supported. By default, this is set to nothing. So basically it wasn't working. I didn't realize. So I've got it set to everything now. So as you can see, it's set to German. So yeah, I think with this knowledge, I found a couple of tutorials that should help me as well. I think I might just be able to make my own localization system next week. But yeah, as for right now, it's 3 o'clock on a Friday, and I've been working flat out all day. So I think I'm just gonna take a break, then gonna revert all of this localization stuff that I've already got built in, all of the package manager stuff that I've been working on. Make sure it's all removed, just so I can start with a fresh slate Monday morning.
So yeah, here's the first pass of the trailer. It doesn't run too well in Premiere Pro because at some points there is considerable amount of, let's see, it's struggling to load. There's a considerable amount of 4K clips in the same instance. So it struggles to load it all in the editor. However, we do have the exported video here. Here's a bit of a sneak peek with the music and everything good. So yeah, in time to the music quite well. Some bits need refining. It's cut here. That's coming up. It's a bit too harsh. So there's some small things that you're doing, but I'm going to leave it till Monday, get Rob's feedback, because of my extra stuff. Yeah, quite happy with the overall result. Again, it's not the final trailer. This is sort of a teaser trailer, and it still needs a little bit of work. But yeah, quite a lot of time spent on this, and I like the way it's turned out.
Lee, it's the weekend.
It's the weekend.
Yeah, woo! It's been a bit of a fun week.
Yeah.
Not for me. I've had a rough time. Most of this week's just been localization for me, hasn't it? Trying to make a start on that. Not very successful. That's fine though. I think we've got a plan for next week though. I think I'm gonna try and attempt to make my own. Don't need Unity's complicated packages, do we? No, I'm sure it'll be fine. But no, I did make some progress though. So we managed to get the font working. We found a font, managed to get everything implemented so that the game is ready for localization. So that's good news. But other than that, not much progress, unfortunately, for Color Pixels and Switch. And other than that, we did do some other stuff. So, Who Shuffled My Shapes, we designed the logo for that. We both did a few different like prototype things, and then we got together and mashed them together to make a 80s game show logo, which we kind of like. So. So that's good. But yeah, you've had a bit more of a busy week this week, haven't you?
Yeah, on the back of the Who Shuffled My Shapes logo making, been making us start on the trailer today. Obviously that included the TV that we bought for the business, 4K, getting the recordings done. Bit jank because it seems to struggle with the high FPS, or the higher resolution with the FPS, but got the recordings done and I'm making a start on the trailer today. So far it's looking quite good. Hopefully the end result will be good as well. Yeah, other than that though, it's just been the Isometric 2 DLC for Color Pixels, so that was most of my week at the beginning, so I needed to finish the book, got all the pictures ready for that, and a lot of testing and a few corrections as well. So that's all done, that's all ready to go tonight. You've made the build live already.
Yeah, I did that today.
Yeah, the achievements are live, as well as the announcements they're scheduled to go out at 8 PM as well, so all that's left to do is for Rob to press the button as well. And,
yeah, alarm set, we're good to go. Seems like quite a good one. All the art, I quite like a lot of the art for this one. It's quite nice, satisfying.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully you guys like it as well. Give it a try, let us know. But yeah, I think that's been pretty much it. Not as long as this are normal, but still been very busy. Very, very quick week as well though.
Yeah, first full week back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty good. There'll be lots of fun stuff next week. Yeah, so thank you for watching, everyone. Thanks to all the patrons, as usual. We've got another 2 Patreons this week.
Yeah.
It's quite good. Patrons, every time.
A lot of people.
Yeah. So we've been, I've done a couple of patches and updates to include their credits in the games we've got. Still need to do it for Hexseed, but we'll get around to that next time we do an update. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We never said bye in this video.
Bye.